So, SpaceX and the military, weird combo, right? Well, the Air Force has been trying forever to figure out how to move stuff anywhere on Earth super fast, like in under an hour. Everyone who tried before totally bombed. But get this, SpaceX might have actually cracked it. And it's not what you think. On June 6th, without much fanfare, they basically took over a military launch site. The plan? 76 launches a year. The crazy part is how they solved the problem that stumped everyone else. The big issue that killed everyone's dreams? It wasn't the rockets themselves. Everyone figured big rocket, point at target, launch. Nope. The real killer was landing. You can't just drop a huge rocket anywhere. You need special places, secure zones, all that. What if your target is in enemy territory? What if your allies don't have the right setup? Blue Origin had this cool vertical landing thing, but when the Pentagon asked where the heck they could actually land them, silence. The rockets needed perfect conditions, perfect facilities, everything perfect. Virgin Galactic went for runway landings, saying it was safer. But runways can get blown up, and their rockets couldn't carry nearly as much as the military needed. Even NASA's space shuttle had this problem. Awesome tech, but it could only land in a few specific spots. The Air Force watched plan after plan fail. How do you guarantee a safe landing anywhere, anytime, no matter what? Sounded undoable. But SpaceX was thinking differently. On June 6, 2024, the Air Force put out some boring paperwork about Space Launch Complex 37. The kind of thing only geeks read. But hidden in there was a game changer. SpaceX wasn't just asking to rent a launch pad. They wanted to build a military space hub, something brand new. SLC-37 is different. It's not just a launch site. It's basically a military base from the Apollo days. It's hooked up directly to NORAD, the Pentagon, the works. Secure comms, secret protocols, all the stuff you need for actual war. But here's the crazy part. SpaceX wants to build 2 launch towers, 2 landing pads, and catch towers. Catch towers? That's where the magic happens. Normal rockets land on pads. SpaceX's catch towers grab rockets out of the air. No landing site needed, no perfect conditions. Suddenly, you can land a rocket anywhere you can build a tower. And the military has bases everywhere. SpaceX wants 76 launches a year from SLC-37. That's not a random number. It's a calculated strategy. Each Starship can carry 150 tons of cargo, or 250 tons if you really push it. A C-17 cargo plane only carries 77 tons max, and it takes 15 hours to fly halfway around the world. Starship does it in 45 minutes. Here's the scary math. 76 launches a year means the U.S. military can move the equivalent of 228 C-17s worth of stuff anywhere on Earth in under an hour, 76 times a year. That's not just fast. That's total control. The real win is those catch towers. Every major U.S. military base could have one. Ramstein, Yokota, Diego Garcia. Suddenly, America can resupply, reinforce, and evacuate faster than anyone else can react. Military logistics just got a huge upgrade. But SLC-37 is just the start. SpaceX has been quietly building another Starship facility at Kennedy Space Center, Launch Complex 39A. That's 120 launches a year combined. This isn't just about Mars. This is about a military network. Think about it. The U.S. has bases on every continent. What if each one had a catch tower? What if you could move entire groups of soldiers between bases in under an hour? It's not just cargo anymore. It's a total shift in military power. China hassles Taiwan? Move 5,000 Marines there in 45 minutes. Russia messes with Poland? Reinforce NATO before their leaders even have coffee. The Pentagon isn't just studying this. They're rewriting their entire defense plans because once this is real, traditional military planning is useless. Right now, military transport is crazy expensive. Flying a C-17 from the U.S. to the Middle East costs $400,000 just in fuel. Add crew, maintenance, and wear and tear, and you're over $500,000 a trip. SpaceX is aiming for $2 to $3 million per Starship launch. Sounds like a lot until you do the math. One Starship carries what 3 C-17s carry. gets there in 45 minutes instead of 15 hours, and can't be shot down or blocked. The cost per ton is lower than traditional transport, and the strategic value is off the charts. Here's the part that should worry everyone else. It's not just about cargo. Starship can carry 400 people in an emergency. That means getting embassy people out fast, reinforcing positions instantly, and evacuating wounded from anywhere on Earth. Every crisis becomes manageable in under an hour. And here's the secret. SpaceX is investing almost $2 billion in Florida, not for launch pads, but for manufacturing. They're building a massive factory, bigger than the building that built the rockets for the moon. Why? Because Elon Musk wants to build thousands of rockets per year, not just a few. He wants a global transport network that makes traditional logistics pointless. The military is basically paying for all of this. Why is this happening now? Look around. China's building islands, Russia's cutting cables, Iran's making missiles, and North Korea's launching satellites. Ships, planes, and supply lines are getting riskier. Ships can be sunk, planes can be shot down, convoys can be ambushed. Rockets can't be touched once they're in space. Rocket transport is the only truly safe way to move stuff around the world. The Air Force isn't just buying rockets, they're buying strategic safety. The real genius is that this military program is building the foundation for something much bigger. Once SpaceX proves it works for the Pentagon, what's stopping them from offering it to everyone else? Amazon could deliver packages anywhere in an hour. FedEx could change global shipping. Medical supplies could reach disaster zones faster than ever. The military is paying SpaceX to build the future. And once that future is here, airlines become outdated, cargo ships become museum pieces, and the idea of distance just vanishes. SpaceX isn't just fixing military transport. They're creating a new way for humans to move around the planet. SpaceX didn't just solve military transport. They're changing everything. From failed landing attempts to global rocket networks, from impossible logistics to strategic safety. It's not just about moving cargo. It's about who controls the future. What do you think? Will rocket transport really replace traditional military logistics? Or is there something SpaceX isn't telling us? Also, SpaceX just got 43% more power out of their Raptor 4 engine, and NASA can't believe it. While NASA struggles with their moon rocket, SpaceX built an engine producing 330 tons of thrust, more raw power than anything in space history. But here's what's shocking everyone. This beast is actually cheaper and lighter than weaker engines. How is that even possible? Every rocket engineer knows more power means more complexity, more weight, more cost. SpaceX just broke that rule completely. What's their secret and why is NASA scrambling to catch up? So how did SpaceX pull it off? While NASA's engineers were adding parts, SpaceX went the other way. They started taking stuff out. Traditional rocket engines use tons of bolts and flanges, little pieces that connect everything. But those little pieces are the problem. They leak, they crack, they fail. SpaceX asked, what if we just welded everything together? The result? 330 tons of thrust from a simpler engine. Raptor 1 weighed 2 tons. Raptor 2 dropped to 1.6 tons. Raptor 3 was 1.525 tons. And Raptor 4 is even lighter while making 43% more power. That shouldn't be possible. More power is always more weight. Each Starship uses 33 engines. Saving even half a ton per engine is 16 tons less weight total. Basically, a free payload. And the speed of making these things? Crazy. Raptor 1 took 11 days to build. Raptor 2 took 2 days. Then they got it down to 1 day per engine. Raptor 3 is even faster, and Raptor 4 might take hours. While NASA takes years to build an engine, SpaceX could build an entire rocket's worth in a week. The trick? Simplifying everything. Fewer parts, faster assembly, fewer mistakes, faster production. The $50 million.